Now to Decision 2012 and a closer look at last night's numbers. Embattled Republican Roy Schmidt won his primary despite his involvement in a scam to deceive voters. The plot of that scam unraveled weeks ago, causing others to wage write-in campaigns against him. But tonight we're learning that many of those who boosted Schmidt to victory last night had decided before details of that scandal went public. 24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks has been crunching those numbers for us on the vote. Leon's live in Grand Rapids.
Brian, good evening. Right now, Republicans are gathered here for a bit of a meet and greet after the primary yesterday. Of course, the scandal boosted this election into the limelight for Roy Schmidt. And in the end, it was the voters that were actually absentee voters that made the final decision.
I knew it was going to be a long night.
And it was a down-to-the-wire night, especially for the decision thrust to the spotlight of the election day by scandal. Roy Schmidt, a 20-year veteran to public service, caught in a scheme to rig the election as he switched from Democrats to the Republicans and bribed a family friend to run as a Democrat and lose. The whole thing outed in a report from the prosecutor just weeks before the election, and some suspect that may have saved Roy Schmidt from losing the spot on the ballot to write-in Republican candidate Bing Goey, who joined the race after the details of the scandal emerged. Nearly half of the voters who picked Schmidt were absentee voters who cast their ballot before Election Day, and many of them before they knew the whole story surrounding the switch. As far as voters who actually voted in the booth yesterday, more of them wrote in Bing Goey. Estimates are that some 2,500 voters picked Goey in the booth, compared to 1,900 that picked Schmidt. But in the end, it's the totals that count, and Schmidt will compete in November. And it's not lost on him that the numbers are a clear indicator that he has a lot of work to do if he wants to keep his seat in the House.
And the people that know me, that know my record, are steadfast behind me. They're more encouraged than ever because people in their hearts have if they know you and you know you have a good record, they want to forgive.
We asked Representative Schmidt just a bit ago if he supports the legislation that some of his colleagues are proposing that would make these last-minute switches illegal, make what he did illegal. He says he supports that effort. He says he wishes that would have been the case before the election took place or before his mess started to unfold. He said it might have prevented all this from happening to him. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Leon Hendricks, 24-Hour News 8.
All right, Leon, thank you. A lot to pick through. If you want to see the final results for the races on your ballot, we've got all of that on the On Politics section. Just go to woodtv.com.